15,000 per annum up to class 10. And here in rural areas, the fee is fixed rupees 15,000 per annum up to 10th class. And this fees excludes transport, food, books, and uniform and hostel charges. It is deleting transport, food, books, and uniform and hostel charges. And the panel fixed a maximum registration fee of rupees 100 for all schools. And the maximum registration fee is for rupees 100 for all schools. And the fee structure also prescribed that school should not collect more than rupees 5,000 as caution deposit. And the fee structure is prescribing that any school should not collect more than 5,000 as a caution deposit. Here, caution deposit is nothing but a security amount. If the student caused any harm to the school, any damage or harm to the school furniture, the school will deduct the money from the caution deposit amount collected from the students, and the remaining amount should be refunded to them. The fee would be decided after taking into account the expenditure incurred by the school. It also laid down that the fee structure should be revised only once in 3 years. And the fee is decided basing on the account the expenditure incurred by the school. It also laid down that the fee structure should be revised only once in 3 years. It should not revised every year. All private schools in the state will also have to take permission from the district level fee regulatory committee for increasing the fee. If any private schools want to increase the fee, they have to take the permission from the district level fee regulatory committee. All the schools set up governing council, including representatives of management, teachers, and parents. And it also suggested that buying books, stationery, uniform from the school is not compulsory. It is optional. Students can buy these from outside also. And the school is not forcing to buy all the books, stationery, and uniform from the school. It is optional. You can buy from outside also. And the transport charges are taken based on the distance. It also made clear that schools should not collect any development fee or recovery advertising expenditure from the students. Schools should not collect any development fee or recovery advertising expenditure from the students. The panel's recommendations have come as a major relief by the parents. The recommendations given by the panel have come as a major relief to the parents. Thank you, ma'am. That's it.
Okay, fine. Now it's simple. Fee structure. See, actually the tuition fee should be 15,000 per annum. Okay, up to 10. It is exclusion of food, books, transport. So 100 for the registration and 5,000 as a caution deposit, which can be refunded as soon as the child leaves. But nowadays they are not collecting it. Caution deposit now they are not taking. They are not taking it. See what happens depending upon the income and the expenditure. The fee would be decided. And do you have an idea that all the schools will not have the same fee structure? It all depends upon the facilities, the infrastructure, and to maintain what all they need. So depending upon the infrastructure and the facilities given by the school to the students, they decide the fee. So it is nothing but income and expenditure. So in case if the income is less and the expenditure is more, generally the schools they show only the expenditure more rather than the income. Okay, even though they collect a good amount from the from the students, they show that the expenditure is more, and this would be the reason they would like to hike the fee. And what they are telling here, this is 2014. Now, in case if you happen to visit the schools, you see that he said the 15,000. Where is 50,000? Where is 15,000? Okay. See what he is telling, that all schools should have a governing council including the representatives, the management, and teachers and parents. No, they are not going to involve the parents. They are no school nowadays will entertain the parents, okay, or the society members. Now here they have to take the permission from the district level regulatory committee for increasing the fee. Do you think that every school is taking the permission for increasing the fee? No. Even if they want to take the permission, they show that income is less and expenditure is more, and on that basis they will be given the permission to increase the fee. For every year, 10% hike will be there by few schools. Every year it will be there. And even if the parent, if they ask something regarding why they have increased the fee, they show that income and expenditure paper. Okay, we have actually we don't have answer for that. The way they show the amount towards this maintenance of the computers, amount towards this maintenance of this, that, and all those things, expenditure will be more and income will be more. Even if they go to that particular committee, and when they show that the income is less and expenditure more, even that fellow has to accept that. Okay, every school should have a parent-teacher association which would be consulted by the management on the fee hike. No, fee hike గురించి పేరెంట్స్ దగ్గర కన్సల్ట్ చేయరు వాళ్ళు. ఎందుకంటే చేస్తే చాలా ఏంటంటే దే ఇట్ వుడ్ బి వాట్ ఇస్ దట్ ప్రాబ్లం టు ద స్కూల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ బికాస్ no parent will be interested. Okay, 5%. Do you have an idea that on what basis do they hike the fee? What happened? On what basis do they hike the fee?
The facilities which they provide, ma'am. The
infrastructure, the maintenance, okay, the hygiene and all these things will be included. Chatta, even that dustbin, even that will be included in the school fee of the students. Okay, and if no school has the right to impose the children to take the uniform books from the school. So it has been left optional to the parents to whatever they want. Either they can take the books from the school or from the stationery outside the school. Okay, and the transport charges have to be collected on the basis of the distance. Schools should not collect development fee or to recover advertising expenditure. They go for this development fee also is collected. Here they have given the development fee undadani, kani development fee kuda తీసుకుంటున్నారు వాళ్ళు. Okay. See, a panel's recommendation that the school should not have hike the fee, and it should be taken even the parents' confidence, parents' approval before hiking the fee. So the parents were very happy because at least this panel will look into all the factors regarding the fee hike. But what happens? Some schools were correcting anywhere between 30,000 to 1 lakh as tuition fee. Some schools and most of the schools, if you happen to go even to the local schools, the fee would be 30,000. And if you happen to visit some very good schools, it is more than one for pre-primary itself. Say sir, no?
Yes, ma'am.
మంచి స్కూల్స్ లో, ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్స్ లో 1 lakh అనేది కామన్ అయిపోయింది. దే ఆర్ పేయింగ్ 1 lakh, 1.5. In Delhi Public School, in Johnson Grammar and St. Paul's and all, they are paying lakhs together. And even the admission fee is more. The admission fee is also more. Okay, ikkada cheppinavi emi ledu. Books should be taken from them. Okay, books should be taken from them because on the books the name of the school will be there. It has to be there. The quality of the books will be a little bit different compared to the books which are taken outside. Okay, they do take the development fee. They do hike the fee. Not once in 3 years. Every year they are going to hike the fee. Okay, ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఇలా ఉంది, కమిటీ ఇలా ప్లాన్ చేసింది, కానీ హార్డ్లీ ఫ్యూ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ బీయింగ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటెడ్ బై ద స్కూల్స్, ప్రైవేట్ స్కూల్స్. వాట్ ఇట్ అర్థమైందా లేదా? నేను చెప్తున్నాను, ప్రవచనం విన్నట్లు వింటున్నారు మీరు.
Understood, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now, fee reimbursement fast. Lakshmi, tell me fast.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, carry on. I'll mute
My topic is fees reimbursement. The fees reimbursement scheme is a student education sponsorship program by the government. The fee reimbursement program was started in 2008 during the tenure of Y.S. Rajshekhar Reddy. The government of Telangana, for the betterment of the education of the student from the backward and the scheduled sections of the society, have introduced the fees reimbursement scheme for all the students who have successfully completed the SSC or matriculation. Here matriculation means entering to a university as a candidate for degree. for pursuing the post-matric studies such as intermediate, polytechnic, ITI, graduation and post-graduation, PhD and professional courses. Through this fees reimbursement, the poor students could complete their education. The students who are eligible only for their annual income should be 1 lakh, less than 1 lakh. Then only these fees reimbursement will be eligible for the student. The students from who are eligible and are joining in the pre and post matric education offering schools and colleges can apply for this fees reimbursement scheme. Here, pre matric means scholarship scheme is for students studying from first class to 10th class. Post matric means intermediate, first year, second year and above, which includes courses ITI, BSc, PhD, graduation, post graduation. It supports students from lower economic strata in the state. Strata means a level or class to which people are assigned according to their social status. For this fees reimbursement, Aadhaar card should be mandatory requirement for the student to enter into the school or a college. This scheme was very helpful to educate the poor people or backward classes who wants to study their higher education. Mainly this in fees reimbursement, main objective is fees reimbursement. From these fees reimbursement, students getting very good chance to study from financial problems to complete their higher educations. Thank you, ma'am.
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಭಾಳ ಇತ್ತು ಅದಾ ಸರಿ ಸರಿ ನೋಡ್ ಅರ್ಧ ಕಿಲೋ fine. See, I think most of you are well aware of this fee reimbursement. It is generally given for the students who have successfully completed the SSC. SSC is nothing but the 10th for pursuing the further studies, okay, which would be intermediate, polytechnic, ITI, postgraduate